All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. Charlie's camera decides to focus right when the dog comes in, so the dog leaves, it unfocuses. You know, um, yeah. Sans Jake right now. What's going on with my computer? Jesus. Jake. I don't know what he's doing. He said he's gonna try to come in from an Airbnb. Don't really know where he's at. Do you know where he's at? Is he working?
He posted something on Snapchat. Seems like a mountainous looking area.
Hmm. But you know what to do. Like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, go to Spotify or wherever it is you listen to podcasts. I think like last I looked, audio goes to like 17 different places. So whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like weird places it goes. Um, but yeah, what's new with you?
Not much. Just getting over this hangover.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to. My brain is not working. Like I said, I thought this started at 7. It does not start
No,
at 7.
no.
It's never started at 7. So,
I wouldn't say never, but
well, like not regularly. So,
right.
yeah, that was fun. I felt like a complete idiot. So,
So what? Just a night in drinking too much, or did you go do something?
nope, just not in drink too much.
Happens. Been there.
Yep. Yep.
Definitely been there, like especially like binge watching some TV show, and you're like almost done. So you just stay up drinking, you just keep drinking, and the next thing you know, it's like 1 in the morning. You go to bed, and your alarm goes off. You're like, "Fucking Christ!"
Yeah, like it was so bad. Like I don't even remember going to sleep last night. Like no recollection of that. I remember waking up, yeah, when my alarm clock was going off, and I was like, no. So
Yeah.
I snoozed it for an hour and 45 minutes.
Whoopsie. Have you ever had one of those like when you stay up late drinking, and you wake up, you're like, "Man, I actually feel really good. I must have skipped this hangover," and then you get about an hour into your day, and you realize you're just still drunk.
Not necessarily. I don't think so.
Oof, I've had plenty of those. It's awful.
I just, no, yeah, it hits me pretty hard. Then it's like, I should just drink again
Mm-hmm.
because fuck this. And I just, I don't know. It like this morning, like the headache was definitely there. It
Mm-hmm.
hurt. Uh, but like my stomach was okay. So I had coffee, had a little muffin. I love these. They're called Veggies Made Great. And they're just these small little frozen muffins. You throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds. They're delicious. Um, so I had my little muffin, made my meeting this morning, and then like I went right back to sleep after it was over. And then I started to feel like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how am I going to get sick now? It's been like hours later.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to put the old finger down the throat.
Oof.
It's like I don't wanna, but it's gonna make me feel better.
Oh
so,
yeah.
and
Yep.
then of course Roman's like, "You feel okay? Shut up."
Shut the fuck up. What were you drinking?
Everything.
Everything.
Uh, I took a few shots of Jim Beam, and then I moved to vodka, and then I was drinking. It's called Lone River Ranch Waters. They're
Okay.
really good, and they're only 4% alcohol, and like 80 calories. Love that. But they taste so good. I drank fucking 6 of them last night,
Yep.
and just like no water,
Of course. Did you eat
barely.
anything?
I did eat. I made French dip sandwiches,
Ooh.
and that was really good. You know, it's very filling, but didn't really eat much earlier in the day.
Mm.
Oh
I mean,
man.
going Jim Beam to vodka to seltzers. Well, I mean, I know ranch water isn't technically seltzer, but ish.
I mean, I think technically it's considered
Is it? Oh,
that.
that's a that's
Um,
that's a pretty heavy assault on your stomach for sure.
right? And like my brain really like I got an email, like a very important email that had like a lot of useful information. I couldn't fucking read it. Like I was sitting there trying like to go over it over and over, and my brain was just like, it's not gonna fucking happen, dude. I was trying to understand. I could not understand at all. It was not a good day for me.
Jeep says eggs and bakey help. Yeah, but typically when you feel like that, I know like when I wake up that hungover, I know I need to eat, but I just can't do it.
No, yeah, like my fucking head hurts so bad. It's like no, but I also don't have either of those in my refrigerator right now. So, and I'm definitely not getting in the fucking car and going to the grocery
Mm-hmm.
store. I would rather die. Um, no, my go-to, and I don't care what time it is Taco Bell for
Oh
hangover.
yeah,
I don't know what it is, but they also have like the absolute best Dr. Pepper at my Taco Bell just down the road.
nice.
So like all of that, super hungover, don't feel good, just yep, it hits the fucking spot. Which, funnily enough, Roman was like, I was thinking about bringing some Taco Bell back after I got finished at the gym, and I was like,
Yeah,
that actually sounds really good. But I got the nuggets, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about them. Like they're good. I don't love their like chip batter. I
yeah.
could no. It tasted kind of, I don't know. I didn't like how it tasted. So just give me like a regular batter, dude. Like, don't do this
Yeah, they
weird.
probably do try to do some weird Taco Bell flair to the batter. I haven't had them. Typically, if I go to
Well,
Taco Bell's cheesy gordita crunches.
yeah, but I wanted to try the nuggets because I really like when Taco Bell comes out with something chicken. It's usually really freaking good.
Yeah,
Um,
chicken quesadilla is pretty good.
yes, that's one of my favorites. Um, Before I had the gordita crunch, and which I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even think about that when I was there, or I might have ordered one. Oh well. Um, they were, and then they kind of like I love their fries too, which is weird
I
because
don't
you
know.
wouldn't
I've
like
ever
oh
had their
Taco
fries.
Bell. I enjoy the fuck out of them, and they get like they serve them with the nacho cheese.
Ooh,
Yep, it was good. That hit the spot. Um,
you didn't want to go Taco John's? Get some potato olays.
there is no Taco John's near me,
Oh,
so I would have to go to Colorado or Kentucky for the closest one.
yeah.
They used to have them on military bases, but I'm sure they closed down. But the closest one to me would be Killeen or Fort Hood, and I'm not. It's like a 6 hour drive. So, oh, whoops. But yeah, so no Taco John's. Like the one in Snyder was the only freestanding location in Texas. Like it's just not a thing in the South. So it's more like northern states. I don't know why.
Yeah, we have them all
And
over the place here. Not a lot of Taco Bells though. There is one kind of close to the house, but now whenever like I go get Taco Bell for like me and the kids, it's like $40. I'm like, God damn it!
it's ridiculous. I'm like, no, Taco Bell. You should never spend more than ten
I think
dollars
a
at Taco
cheesy
Bell.
gordita crunch is like $5 now.
It's stupid expensive, and those prices are never going to go back
Mm-mm.
down, and it's complete horse shit. But I mean, to be fair, I don't go out and eat anywhere near as often, so it's like better for my health. But when I do get something quick, I'm like, this is stupid. Or
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go to the grocery store and get something that they pre-make
Right.
that's a lot cheaper and way fucking better. Like they pre-make their own sandwiches and they're freaking amazing. Like compared to going to Subway. Like, yeah, I'm gonna spend $6 on this fat ass sandwich compared to $8 for shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but whatever. I mean, McDonald's is the same way. I take my kids to McDonald's and it's fucking at least $30.
Yeah, and it's like this is not like the point of fast food was one, it's fast, and two, it's fucking cheap, especially those kind of places
Mm-hmm.
like Walmart, like McDonald's. It's like that was your thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Like you have the dollar menu, you have all this stuff. Like what the fuck, dude?
Somehow Arby's is still doing 5 for $5 on the roast beef sandwiches, though.
I like
I
Arby's,
like
and
Arby's.
honestly, really like not terribly like terrible for you calorie wise.
Yeah.
If you don't get their fries and you just get like the regular sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
really not that bad.
Yeah, I used to do like I'd go get the 5 for $5 roast beef sandwiches, but then take like two of them, pull the roast beef off, and split it and put more onto the other three
Hmm.
sandwiches. We get the Arby's sauce. You know,
Yes, I love that and like the horseradish sauce
yeah, the
mixed
horsey sauce.
together.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
Same thing with Wendy's, the junior bacon cheeseburgers. If you get their chili seasoning sauce and put it on there, it's fucking awesome.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the fact that a fast food place has chili. Not into
I
that at
don't get the
all.
chili. I just they have like a packs of this like seasoning sauce you're supposed to put in the chili. So I get
Okay,
that
I
and I
didn't
put
know
that
that.
on my JBCs.
Interesting.
But now, I mean, junior bacon cheeseburgers used to be $1. Now they're like $2.99 or some shit. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, God damn
Yeah,
it.
because they were on the value menu.
Mm-hmm. But
But
yeah,
I never had a
I don't go
bacon burger from Wendy's before.
to, I don't go to Arby's that much. My wife has this like weird thing about the
Uh,
roast beef sandwiches, and I'm sure it stems from like high school and people talking shit about girls' vaginas or something.
wow,
She's like that. Like she won't eat cottage cheese because it looks like cellulite, apparently.
that's
Um,
weird.
it is. She's got.
Speaking of eggs and cottage cheese, you whip cottage cheese with your eggs.
Hmm,
Oh my gosh, that shit is so delicious. Best, fluffiest, like tasting eggs ever.
never done that. I've done. I'll do like a grilled cheese sandwich, but then get cottage cheese and like strain. Like I'll use the spoon to like strain the liquid out, so it's just like the solid
Hmm.
curds, and then put that on there, and then do the grilled cheese sandwich with that. Pretty good.
I bet that is good. I've never done mayonnaise. I've
Oh,
heard mayonnaise for
I
good
always do
cheese.
mayonnaise.
That and I was like, that doesn't sound right, like at all. That sounds wrong and disgusting.
Gives it a good crisp.
But right,
Hmm.
so I started making like tuna melts, and I would try it on there. I'm like, okay, all right, like a little bit of butter and then a little bit of mayonnaise on there. Not
Make me
bad.
hungry now. So
Sorry, that was loud.
but yeah, I always go mayo on my grilled cheese. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know who figured that out or how, but it's like, well, we
Or
don't have any butter, so maybe mayonnaise.
for a while I'd get this like really fancy. It was like deli olive oil and it had like oregano and stuff in it. And I'd use that on the grilled cheese. Pretty good.
Interesting.
I do a lot of different like I do like doing crazy grilled cheeses. Like I'll do like pizza grilled cheese, buffalo chicken grilled cheese.
That works.
You know?
Oh, I got a buffalo blue cheese dip, and Matt, you will be proud of me. I actually enjoy it, but I'm not gonna lie. Aftertaste of the blue cheese kind of tastes like vomit. Like, sorry,
Not a blue cheese guy.
it's a little
I'm
tangy.
ranch.
I've never really tried it because it just sounds horrendous. But I'm like, I like the tang, but there is a slight vomit aftertaste. So,
Yeah, never been into the blue cheese. I've tried it, can't do it. That's why every time I'm in around Buffalo or I see Matt, which is rarely, but who's a Buffalo guy, I always order boneless wings with ranch, and it drives them
oh,
up the walls.
my
So,
no, there's something wrong with those Yankees, man.
mm-hmm.
That shit is just not no no.
All right.
My dad used to get the blue cheese dressing, and I was no, I'd stay away from that.
Yeah. Not a big.
Granted, when I found out ranch was mayonnaise based, I was revolted.
Is it? I
Uh,
don't care. Still
yep,
good.
I didn't like learning that at all.
There's a lot of foods out there, like, especially like if you start making some of this stuff yourself. Like I've made like my own Alfredo sauce. When you see what's in it, you're like, oh, good God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, I guess that's a complete American thing. Like, that is not, like, you go to Italy and they're like, fuck you and your Alfredo.
Hmm. But it's the same thing, like not in the same way, like when you figure out what's in it. I've made my own spaghetti sauce before, and to be honest, like I'll just it was like I did it once, and I was like, it's easier and tastes better just to go buy this shit, you know?
Yeah, that's how I feel about it, really. And even like the jarred stuff, I'll re-season it. Like, I'll put
I'll put stuff in.
Italian seasoning in there.
Mm,
Or I love like a slap your mama in there.
yeah,
Gives it a
yeah.
little kick.
I do.
That, 'cause
I do.
I don't like a sweet
I do a couple.
tomato
I do a
sauce.
couple dashes of Tabasco in my spaghetti sauce. You know,
Interesting. I never
yeah,
would have thought about.
it's good.
Uh,
I have friends like I don't know if it's like a regional thing or what, but like in North Carolina, I knew plenty of people that would put like half a block of cream or not cream cheese, yeah, cream cheese in their spaghetti sauce. It tasted, I
that
mean, it
is some
tasted okay, but
Midwestern shit, if I've
yeah,
ever heard it.
that's what
What
I
the
would think.
fuck?
But this was like in the South, like I don't know, but
What?
yeah,
Oh,
don't know. I had plenty of
that's
friends that would
weird.
do
I
it,
don't.
and yeah, it. I mean, it was good. It was fine. It was edible for sure, but I don't do it. But,
No, no, no. I'm not. I don't know. I love that Instagram those videos where the guy's like, I'll stop watching these cooking videos when they add the cream cheese, and some of them it's like 3 seconds in, and a block of cream cheese, and he's like,
Grimsy.
"Yep, there it
Yeah.
is, fucking cream cheese."
Stick of butter.
No, that's fine, but when you're putting that much cream cheese and stuff, I'm not a big cream cheese fan,
Really?
but I'd love me some jalapeno poppers, and they obviously have to have the
Cream
cream
cheese?
cheese filled in there.
Yeah.
So
You're not so are you not a bagel person then?
I mean, I am, but I don't eat them often,
Yeah.
ever, hardly. So,
Mm,
um, the first time I remember the first time I had a bagel with cream cheese, and I was like, "This is disgusting." It was like I
really?
was like 10 years old, really young, and I was like, "I see this on TV and stuff like that all the time. Like, it has to be delicious." And I ate it, and I was like, "Ugh." But as I got older, I got into it. The Nova Lox bagels are my favorite. I don't really eat it just plain, like just
Yeah,
cream
I
cheese on
the
a
crazy
plain
thing
bagel.
here in the Midwest is like people bring in bagels, but they won't toast them. They just eat them like cold or I guess raw, whatever you want to say. But yeah, I
Yeah,
was like, really? Like, oh, I can't eat no, can't do that. Gotta be
yeah, and
toasted.
of course, I didn't know much about it when I was younger, so that's how I was eating it. I was like, this is what everybody raves about. I don't get it.
Right. So, all right, let's move to the question of the week, which was I forgot how I worded it. I do this every time. I'm also paying attention to the Stanley Cup hockey right now. So, um, oh, what movie or what is a movie from your childhood that you still love today? Charlie, do you have an answer for this one?
uh, yeah, I have a few.
Go for it.
uh, love me some Anastasia.
Okay.
Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. That one holds
The
up.
fuck movie is that? Spirit
Oh my gosh, you've
Stallions.
never seen Spirit?
Hold
Dude,
on. I am
it's so. You have Brian Adams making the fucking soundtrack for it. You have Matt Damon as like,
okay.
of course they don't talk, but like he's like the inner thoughts, I guess, of the horse. Fucking Matt Damon. Uh, yeah, the soundtrack with Brian Adams goes so fucking hard in that movie. Like I watched it with my family, last time I was there, my niece put it on, and I was like, man, they did not need to go this hard with these songs. Like, they are so good. Um, what else? Well, you put the Never Ending Story on the for the
Hmm.
background. I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking classic.
It is.
Can't
Womb
go wrong
Raiders,
with
Sandlot's a good answer.
it. I only saw that one time.
Really? Love Sandlot.
Did Yeah, but I can understand that it is more like a geared for boys
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a coming of
movies.
age story, I guess, a little bit.
Hmm.
Elijah in the chat said Hook. Yep.
Yes.
Robin Williams is grown up Peter Pan. Do you know
Atlantis.
that like
Treasure Planet. Runaway Slob. Did you mean Treasure Planet, not Treasure Island?
well
Treasure
Treasure
Planet's
Island? There's Muppet
fucking
Treasure Island was a banger.
good. Yeah, no, but Treasure Planet, that one is an unsung hero
Yeah.
of the Disney movies for sure.
You know when
I fucking love that movie.
I don't know if you remember, but in Hook when he first gets back to Neverland, they put that like bearded dude in the boo box. You know, they put him in the box. That's
Uh-huh.
Glenn Close.
Fucking Glenn Close. I don't know who figured that out and then put it on social media and blew everyone's fucking minds with that.
Yeah.
We went our entire lives and would have died not knowing that was her because the makeup
Oh yeah, the
did
beard.
so fantastic.
I don't know if it's great for Glenn Close that she plays such a passable male, but yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it just speaks to the makeup and hair. Like, they absolutely nailed it. Well, just like Maggie Smith, she wasn't that fucking old. Always thought she was that old because they did her makeup. Like, she literally looked like what she did, like, before she died
Yeah.
in that movie.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Maggie
her makeup
Smith.
looked
That's probably the first time I
incredible.
ever noticed Maggie Smith in my life, and she looked
Yeah,
the same from that movie until she died. Like all through Harry
pretty.
Potter and all that, like she looked the exact same.
Yes, but like, yeah, like that definitely wasn't her face back in the 90s when they filmed that movie. Like, she looked younger, but damn, like, yeah. So they fucking nailed it
Have you ever
with.
seen young Maggie Smith?
Yeah, she was in the movie Clash of Titans. She was Andromeda. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same with young Helen Mirren. Dump.
Oh my gosh, dude, her and Excalibur.
Oh, I was thinking Caligula, where she dumps out them heavies.
Oh no, I haven't seen Caligula. So
I haven't
no.
seen it either. I've just seen the scene where she's naked in it. So,
Oh no, her is Morgana. Holy shit. Love that fucking
in
movie.
what movie?
And her in it. Excalibur. It's actually where her and Liam Neeson met, and he said him and his buddy like saw her walk on set and they both said, fuck. And
Oh yeah,
then
she's
they
hot.
dated for a long time.
Yeah, she's definitely hot there.
Yeah. Like, I was watching that as like a 4-year-old kid being like, I want to be her.
Oh yeah, Helen. Well, even Helen Mirren now, like she shows
Yeah.
up at my house. I'm like, all right, you can get it. So, what is it? So somebody in the chat, Juan said Peter Pan is the villain.
Oh
He's
yeah, because they say that like he kidnaps children and
Peter.
the
He
pirates were
he
somehow lost boys that grew up. I
yeah.
don't know how that works.
His response is
'Cause-
Peter Pan is abducting kids and forcing them to stay young. Hook is just trying to free kids from the shackles of from the shackles Peter Pan put on them. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, but Hook. I didn't even think about Hook. Hook's a good one. I should watch that soon. But all right, oh, wrong app. First answer. It's a mad, mad, mad world.
I think I've heard of that, but I've never seen it.
Google this. It sounds familiar. So mad. 1963. Good lord, how old's the person who put this in here?
They didn't say they were alive when it
Oh,
came
true.
out.
I guess. Said the plot is several different motorists witness a single car crash in the California desert, and after the driver's dying words indicate the location of a hidden stash of loot, turn against each other in a mad dash across the state to get to it. Hmm. So it's like that movie from the 2000s. Was that Rat Race?
Wait, what?
It sounds like the movie Rat Race. Like a
Oh,
bunch of
yeah.
people like see this car crash, and the guy in the crash's dying words are like the location of some treasure, and they're all racing after it.
Yeah. That is. I liked Rat Race when it came out. I was young and watched it over and
Yeah, it
over.
had what's her name from Butterfly Effect, the pretty blonde one.
Oh yeah, I forget Amy Smart.
Mm.
I think that's her name.
Amy Smart. It had the guy with the kind of smushed face from that lawyer show people loved, and from Road Trip.
Uh, oh, what is his name? Brecken Myers.
Breckin Myers, yeah. Mr. Bean was in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Green.
I had a
Um,
big
big
Seth
cast.
Green.
Yeah. Seth Green, yeah. Who's Sean Green? Sean Green's the guy who created Napster, I think. But my brain's not working right either. We're so busy trying to get ready for our vacation that, like, fuck, I'm already exhausted and we're not there yet. So,
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes.
all right, next one. Debbie Does Dallas. I
No.
figured this one was going to come up at some point. Have you ever actually seen it?
I've only heard about it.
Oh, I've seen like parts of it, and it's like quintessential 70s porn. You know, Mars Attacks.
I love me some Mars
Oh yeah,
Attacks.
I used to rent that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Young Jack Black in there. I always forget he's in that movie.
Yeah, the International Sign of the Donut. Yeah, I love that movie. Trying to think of like some really good clips to that. It was like Sarah Jessica Parker, and her head was attached to
Oh
her
yes,
Chihuahua.
the dog.
Yeah,
Yes,
and Pierce
Pierce
Brosnan.
Brosnan.
Yeah, Jack
Yeah.
Nicholson.
Her wait. No, her husband was who was it? Michael J. Fox played her
Was
husband.
it or was it Martin Short?
Martin
Some,
Short was in it, but he worked
uh,
at the White House. He was the one where the alien dressed as a woman. He
oh
fixed
yeah,
that.
Michael J. Fox. Yeah, he's in it. So,
Yeah,
uh,
that movie was stacked. Glenn Close in that one
Glenn Close,
too.
Tom
I love.
Jones.
Yes, Tom Jones. I didn't know fucking Tom Jones. And I think in that movie when he talks, he doesn't speak with his normal accent. Like that motherfucker is Irish. I
Oh,
and when I hear
maybe
him talk, like
he,
actually talk, I was like, what the fuck?
but he plays himself in the movie.
I know, but
Yeah,
I swear he doesn't have his accent in that movie.
his IMDb picture, Tom Jones. Good lord, man. Enough of the tanning bed.
Hey, look. He's just trying to keep it together, okay? He's been around for a while.
Danny DeVito.
I love that Jack Nicholson had multiple characters in that movie too.
Oh yeah, and then I just saw it. Oh, Natalie Portman plays like the president's daughter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, that is a good one. I need to rewatch that one. Jack Black, Christina Applegate's in that. I don't know.
Christina Applegate is his girlfriend.
Oh, I gotta go back and rewatch that movie now. Like it's been
Hmm.
years since I've seen it. But yeah, Mars Attacks is a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
All right, next one. CB4. If you don't know, or if you don't
So
know
fun.
now, you do. Also, why I love Jeeps. Okay.
Oh, I think they had like a jacked up
It
Jeep in
had a
that.
jacked up Jeep, and I wonder if that's what's her name, Jeep's girlfriend. Did that one? Yeah, CB4 is really good with
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Yeah, and it's like it's an NWA spoof essentially.
Mm-hmm.
He's like he's in jail and he's like reading that like rhyme poem thing off the toilet paper.
I've only seen it one time and it was years ago, so
Just because I
I don't
had the
remember that
cash
part.
does not mean I killed his ass. I didn't do it. Charlie Murphy is in that as well. Who else is
Is
there?
he really?
Yeah, he's the guy who Chris Rock character like stole the identity of.
Oh.
CB4.
It's been a long time since I've watched it.
MC Gusto. Yeah, and Chris Elliott is like doing the documentary on them or whatever.
I don't. Who's Chris Elliott?
Mm.
That's not
Chris Elliott, this guy from
coming to
like
mind.
Cabin Boy and uh
Oh yeah,
and
he was he
not forgetting
Shit's
Sarah
Creek.
Marshall. He was, yeah. He's rolling shits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Phil Hartman's in that. Yeah, Charlie Murphy. Yeah, that's a good one for sure. Your dog is having a time over there.
Dude, he's this is Alfred. This is a cattle dog. He does not stop unless it's bedtime.
Uh,
Actually, nope, he got the ball. It's at my feet, and he's just waiting in anticipation.
this one I don't know. The Last Dragon? Maybe I do know it, but
I think I've heard of that.
The Last Dragon. 1985.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, the first movie I cried to was what was that movie called? Uh, Dennis Quaid and Sean Connery talked for the dragon. Shit, Dragonheart. Yeah,
Is that it?
that's it. I cried. That was the first movie I cried to because he
Oh
died at
yeah.
the end, and it was so sad. And I
Yeah,
was
I
really into
vaguely
dragons
remember
as a
that
kid.
movie.
I
But
fucking love that movie.
The Last Dragon, 1985. In New York City, a young man searches for a master to obtain the final level of martial arts mastery known as the glow. Okay. Don't recognize anybody in this cast. But okay. What did you say that what was the one you said? Dragonheart?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dennis Quaid, Sean Connery. The last dragon and a disillusioned dragon slaying knight must unite to stop an evil king who is granted partial immortality.
Yeah. Dragonheart, because the dragon gives him part of his heart, so he
Yeah, I
doesn't
kind of
die.
remember that one. 1996.
And then Dennis Quaid's character hates dragons after that because the kid turned like evil, and I mean he didn't turn evil; he already was, and then he started slaying all the dragons,
Hmm.
looking for the one that gave the heart to the kid. And he
Oh,
found him.
yeah, I don't remember any of that.
And I'm pretty sure it's the girl from Starship Troopers that's in it too, that plays Riz. I think that's the same girl.
Oh, let's see. It is Dina Meyer. Starship
Pretty.
Troopers was probably the first movie that I watched that had like that much nudity in it.
I love how, like in the shower scene, every like handle and like soap holder is perfectly positioned so
Yeah.
you don't see wiener.
Yeah. I know. No equality in nudity back then, you know?
No one's seen swinging dick.
All you see is, I think her name was Dizzy in that movie, isn't it?
Dizzy, yeah, that's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, it wasn't Riz.
Riz, you're thinking of Grease.
Yeah, Rizzo.
Rizzo.
Yeah, Diz. You're right. Yeah,
Which, I mean, Johnny should have ended up with Diz anyways, you know?
he did.
Well, they hooked up and then she died.
It was like immediately after,
Immediately
but
after. That's how it is
kiss
in
me,
war.
Johnny. It's like
Kiss me.
wipe that blood from your
Let's
face
just,
real quick.
okay, well, move this away.
And she wanted him too bad in the beginning. Like
Mm-hmm.
she needed to play it cooler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's coming off too strong.
Yeah,
You gotta neg him a little bit.
like what's her face did.
Yeah, I don't even know what Denise Richards' character's name was in that because she was in reality looking back as an
Carmen.
adult. I'm like, Carmen. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mhm.
Of course, they're all like blonde haired and blue eyed, living in Argentina. Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's definitely on purpose. I
yeah.
think the book is actually like they were like it's stated like they were definitely Nazis,
Nazi
like,
descendants.
or from Nazi descendants, and then it was heavy on that, which of course, like the intelligence people, like the military intelligence
Oh,
are
they're all wearing like
dressed
SS uniforms.
like not, yeah,
Neil
like it's
Patrick
all
Harris.
over.
You know.
It's all over the story.
Yeah.
So they do, yeah. It's not hidden.
Yeah. Next one, Big Trouble in Little China. Have you seen
I've
that
never
one?
seen that
Kurt
one.
Russell, I believe.
Yeah.
Big Trouble. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, Kurt Russell. Oh, Kim Cantrell of Sex and the City fame.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's kind of about it. But it's been, I've seen it. I was probably a child when I saw it. I haven't seen that forever. It was also just giving me ideas of movies to download for my flight to Honduras next
Yeah.
week. So,
It shouldn't be that long of a flight, right?
so it's about 2:45 to Houston on the way down, and we're in Houston for like an hour and a half, and then it's like another 2:15 from Houston to Roatan. So
Yeah.
not
I
terrible.
forget you're in Iowa, and I was
Yeah,
like, for us here
yeah.
in Texas, it's not that it's
No.
not that long.
So
That's my bad. That was on me.
again, next one, Debbie Does Dallas. I wonder if that. I bet you that has IMDb.
It's an actual movie, right? Like it's not just a porn. Like it's a movie. Like a girl like gets into porn and it's a movie about it or something like that.
So the original Debbie Does Dallas does not have an IMDb. Debbie Does Dallas the musical from 2002 has one, and Debbie Does Dallas dot 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 again was a TV series in 2007.
Huh.
So,
Well, all right.
but yeah, no Debbie Does Dallas on IMDb. Charlie, when we get off of here, you gotta go watch Debbie Does Dallas. I'm sure it's on Pornhub or something.
Like Roman. Oh well, hey, I'm in Texas, dude. I can't get
On
that.
X Hub or whatever, you know. 2000s version of The Grinch.
Ooh,
I'm guessing
yeah.
that's the Jim
The
Carrey
Jim
one.
Carrey. Yeah.
To be fair, I actually don't like that one very much.
What the
I know,
fuck?
I know. Hot take. Is there something about it? I can't get into it. It's weird. Even when it came out, I was a kid when that came out. Like
Yeah.
I was like, eh. But people love it. I get it. It's fine.
Yeah, I loved the shit out of that movie when it came out.
You got what's her name, Cindy Lou who grew up to
Hmm.
be a rock star and is hot as fuck. What's her name? Shit.
Taylor Momsen.
Momsen, yeah. 2000. That came out in 2000. Wow. So it's 25 years old this year.
Hmm.
Christine, well, Taylor Momsen, and then this chick who plays like the hot who.
Oh yeah,
How old is she? She's 1952. She's still hot. She's like, again, kind of like Helen Mirren. She's one of those old ladies is like, you can still get it.
right.
Top Gun.
Ooh yeah.
Top Gun's
I
good,
will.
but I will say after seeing the new one, I went back and watched the original one. I was like, the new one's definitely more entertaining.
Well, I mean, it has to be for
Right.
the new. Back then it wasn't so bad. I like the original. Honestly, though, when it comes to those movies, Hot Shot wins it for me.
No, not Hot Shot. Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah, I love that one too. I actually saw that one first.
Yep.
It took a while until I got to see the original or the first one, and I was like, I don't know, I think I like the second one better. But I just loved how Saddam and his dog
Dog. Yeah, that's the
morphed.
second one. That's the second
That
one.
I was just a young kid, so I
Yeah.
thought that was the funniest
Funniest thing.
thing
Yeah, they do the
I've
like
ever
the
seen.
Terminator 2, like
Uh
Mercury with the
huh.
blow dryers, and he mixes with his dog.
This is the fucking best thing. That movie's so dumb, and I
Who was it? Who
absolutely
was
love
the
it.
like because his love interest, Charlie Sheen, obviously the main character of both. Um, his love interest in the second one comes back, but it was the other chick that I was super into, the blonde one,
The blonde.
Brenda Becky. Hmm. She didn't do a whole lot. Um, Lloyd Bridges as the president was great.
Yes, he's
Oh,
wonderful.
also one of the funniest things, like the like opening scene of that, or close to the opening scene, is like Charlie Sheen's in that like Thailand fight club thing, and the guy's
Like
like
dipping
dipping. The one guy like it starts off the dude's like dipping his hands in like I don't know like melted wax or
the
whatever,
nails.
and nails and
Yeah.
stuff, and then Charlie Sheen's got like caramel. And everybody's like
Like sprinkle.
the sprinkles, gummy bears.
Yes.
I might have to
Um,
I might have to rewatch that one. That movie's
I think,
fucking
and then the
hilarious.
first one, he's a part of like the Indian tribe, and he like has a doorbell on his teepee, and then you hear all like the locks unlocking.
Yeah. Man, the first one, Charlie Sheen, Carrie Hughes from like Princess
Yeah,
Bride and all that.
yeah,
The girlfriend is Valeria Golino. She's hot, but
yeah. The only other thing I ever saw her in was Big Top Pee Wee.
she
She
did
was in
Big
that.
Top Pee Wee. She did Rain Man.
Oh shit!
She's still acting. She's got a ton of credits to this day, so good for her. Looks like
Really?
a lot of foreign movies. I think she was like Italian or something.
I think so.
Yeah, so Jeff Bridges, John Cryer was in that. Huh.
Jeff Bridges?
Lloyd Bridges.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't think he was in that. I did not know, which I know this is stupid. I didn't know Lloyd Bridges was Jeff Bridges' dad. Like, I had no fucking idea. And then somehow I found out, and I was like, I should have known that. I love both of them,
Yeah.
but I just like couldn't see it because Lloyd Bridges, like when he got older, you couldn't really tell that
He's another
much.
one of those
The
actors,
lighting.
though. I don't ever remember him not being old. Like the airplane movies and stuff. Like he was always just kind of an old
I
guy.
Well, that's the thing of like, they grew up, they didn't have sunscreen. they didn't have a lot of the stuff that we grew
They
up
started
with.
smoking and drinking at like 10. You
Yes,
know?
yeah, they lived hard and it showed.
Yeah.
But sunscreen definitely made a big difference in, I feel like, in people. And then just having all the products, moisturizers and stuff, they
Hmm.
didn't have shit like that back
Hmm.
then. I
No,
mean, I guess you have beef tallow. Maybe they use that,
no,
but
you just, well, back then, like it was advertised that cigarettes will keep you young, you know?
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people smoked. A
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
like,
them.
Michelob Light, or not Michelob Light, Marlboro Light, the brand for
Hmm.
pregnant women.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Butt Bandits 1. Don't think I'm finding that on IMDb. Backdoor Sluts 9?
Back to Slut name. What is that from?
South Park.
Okay.
It's when it's like they do like, I think it was like a multiple episode kind of series they did where the kids find like Randy's VHS of Backdoor Sluts 9. And it's supposed to be like the most hardcore pornographic thing ever put to tape. And they do this whole Lord of the Rings thing that they have to get Backdoor Sluts 9 back to the movie store or something
Um,
like that. But like the only person who actually watched it was Butters, and Butters turns into Gollum.
like Gollum, yeah.
Backdoor Sluts 9. And the parents are like, so don't want to panic you, but the kids might have a copy of Backdoor Sluts 9. They're all like, oh, Backdoor Sluts 9? That might also be the episode where like I haven't seen South Park in forever, but it was always like the constant like joke that Cartman's mom was like kind of a whore.
Yeah.
And somebody like the whoever the Jewish kid was, like his fat mom was like, what the hell is a rim job? And Cartman was like, oh, it's when you put your head between your legs and lick your own ass.
Gosh.
North Pole number 9, ho ho hos.
Shut the fuck. To have those back to back, unless it was the same
Probably the
person.
same person. I want to know if that's a real one. I'm gonna Google this real quick because I'll watch that one. What was it? North Pole number 9. Nope, not finding anything. Don't waste my time with your fake porn. I was gonna watch that one. I'll see.
How dare you?
How dare you get my hopes up like that? How dare you? I saw she got like. How dare you? I saw she got like arrested for being on some like pro-Palestine boat or something. You see
Well,
that?
like I thought it's like she was like literally going there or some shit.
I don't know. Just she's like 25 now and still looks like, she can't put a
Weird,
square peg
yeah.
in a round hole.
Yeah. Have fun in Palestine though.
Yeah. Have fun, Greta Thunberg. What the fuck? Somebody just did all emojis. I guess we're supposed to figure this one out. Rainbow.
Fucking giving us hieroglyphs to
Just
figure this shit
so
out.
it's rainbow. Oh, hold on. Dude doing disco dancing and a spaceship. Live chat. Can you figure that one out? Is that Mars Attacks maybe? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that one
I
I
don't know
don't
that one.
know.
Whoever put that in your live chat, just tell us what it is.
Right? We're not gonna fucking figure out your dumbass emoji hieroglyphs. Fuck off.
I've been drinking for 4 hours. I don't know this one. Demolition Man. Have you ever seen that one?
That's a fun one. So it's when like they
It's
go to the future.
Wesley Snipes and
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone, and like they cryogenically freeze them both.
Yeah.
And every
Foldable.
restaurant is a Taco Bell.
I don't remember
You don't remember
that.
that? It's like the guys like, they somebody like unthaws Wesley Snipes, who's like this crazy criminal. So they unthaw Sylvester Stallone, who's like the guy like who his mission in life was to catch Wesley Snipes, and like the senator who at the end, spoilers, like is behind the whole thing. was like, "Oh, you did a good job. I would like you to have dinner with me tonight at Taco Bell." And he's like, okay." And somebody's like, "Oh, yeah, Sandra Bullock's in that." And
Yeah.
fuck, what's his name? The other like the dude who was in Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock, Benjamin Bratt.
Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh yeah, like after the fast food wars, like Taco Bell like won the fast food wars, so like all restaurants are now Taco Bells." And Rob Schneider, he didn't know about the three seashells. He was like, "Yeah, I went to the bathroom and there was no toilet paper. It's just like three seashells."
Yeah, that shit was wild.
It's a good movie. I used to love that. And that him and Sandra Bullock have sex, but it's like through the VR headset.
Yeah,
He's like, she's
yeah.
like, "Would you like to have sex with me?" And he's like, okay." So he like starts
What are you doing?
like she's like, "I'll be right back," and he like pulls his shirt off and is like doing push-ups to get all pumped up. And she comes out with like literally like Oculus headsets. And he's like, "What the hell is this?" She's like, "Oh, you thought we were gonna have physical intercourse? No, that's how you get diseases and pregnant."
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie. Put that one on my list to watch on the airplane because it's a fun one. Rambo: First Blood. It's a good one. They drew first blood. I actually had to like I watched that for the first like I remember watching that for the first time. My dad showed it to me, and like I didn't understand why he was being arrested. So he had to like explain it to me. It was like, yeah, it was like the late '60s, early '70s. Like small towns would be like if you had long hair and a vagrant, they would like just drag you out of town. So I'm gonna read this one, but Jesus Christ. The one I filmed of my buddy fucking our interpreter in Iraq. Hmm.
I think I know who said that.
Yeah, that's not a childhood movie. I would hope not. Anyways, moving on. Bloodsport with Jean Claude Van Damme.
Uh-huh.
Same thing. Dipping your hands in the nails and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back when back when action movies were just cheesy as fuck.
Oh yeah. That has the guy from Revenge of the Nerds, right? Who's nerds,
Oh, maybe.
nerds.
Let me look it up.
Isn't that
Bloodsport.
isn't that him?
Ogre. Revenge of the Nerds is a good one. I watched Revenge of the Nerds far too young. I was probably like 7 when I watched that.
Yep.
I didn't understand any of it, and now I watch that movie as an adult. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I shouldn't have been 7 watching this one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things it just goes over your head because like you don't know, you're just an
Yeah.
innocent kid,
Oh, the
like
same
you
thing.
don't get a
I
lot.
remember when Forrest Gump came out. Like my parents went to go see it in theaters, and I was like, "Oh, like is it good? Is it good? Like it's good, but like you can't watch it." I was like, "Why?" Like you just can't watch it. And it came out on VHS, and I remember being at like my friend's house, like doing a sleepover, and his parents were just kind of like they were the opposite of helicopter parents. Looking back on it now, like they were just kind of like they were like I'd go over there for a sleepover in like 3rd grade, and they would just like leave to go to dinner and just leave us alone. Be like, "Oh yeah, just watch movies. We ordered a pizza. When the pizza gets here, just
Holy crap!
you know." Which I mean, I guess was latchkey kidding, I guess. But now, like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Despite the fact that I have cameras all over my house, see everything my kid does. But yeah, so we were like, "Oh, your parents have Forrest Gump." My parents told me not to watch this. We should watch it. We watched it. I was like, I don't know why my parents won't let me watch this because everything in it that they were worried about me seeing had no understanding of at all.
Yeah, but
You know?
even then, it's not really that bad.
Well, I
Like,
mean, he like comes in his pants with Jenny, and
yeah, I'm
there's a
not gonna
lot of
lie.
references to Jenny being like sexually assaulted. But like when I was in 3rd grade, like I didn't know what any of this stuff
No,
meant.
right. Um,
I was just like, oh, he got shot in the ass.
this whole time, and I've seen that movie a lot, I did not know he came in his pants. I actually learned that again recently within the last month because of social media, and I was like, wait, what? I
Mm-hmm.
had, yeah,
And Jenny does like
no
Playboy
idea.
or something at some point, gets kicked out of college, and
Yeah, yeah.
but like
I thought,
a lot of the stuff in it, like I mean, I get why my parents wouldn't want me to watch it, you know, when I was like in third
I mean,
grade,
it is a
but
mature movie, but there's
like
like pain
I didn't
too,
understand any of the stuff in that. I was like, I don't know why I can't watch this,
and bad language is probably
other
just one
than
of those
maybe
things.
like
Like,
seeing Bubba get his legs blown off or whatever. But
right. But yeah, that one's I wouldn't think. I mean, especially like that compared to Revenge of the Nerds,
mm-hmm.
like, uh,
Revenge of the Nerds, where like he like kind of just rapes that chick in the bounce house
yeah,
or
I
whatever.
right, right. I remember even watching that, being like, "That's not right. That's I don't."
Well, the first time I watched it, I didn't know what they did. I thought they were just like hanging out in the bounce house. You know,
Right.
didn't know he
I
like
wish
he
I
went
guess he
down
just
on her.
went down on her.
He
Like
went
I
down
don't.
on her, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, at least there wasn't penetration.
But there was boobies, and I remember the boobies.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, boobies.
So they set up like cameras in their bathroom, didn't they?
They do the panty raid, yeah, and they put up cameras, and it's just
Yeah.
watching them all walk around topless and shit. God,
Hmm.
can you imagine trying to make that movie now?
Yeah. There's no way.
Same thing with Super Bad. You couldn't make Super Bad now, but Debbie Does Dallas again. All right. Casino. I know who submitted this one. It'd be
Let's
my
say
wife.
like,
It'd be my wife. Her parents took her to see Casino when she was like 6,
oh my gosh.
and she loves that movie. She'll watch it all the time. And I'm like, how can you watch this all the time? I know. She just poked her head in here. That was me. I was like, I know, babe. I know that was you. Like, especially since she put like wink emoji. Like, yeah, I know. Okay. But she'll watch it all the time. I was like, it's a good movie, but it's kind of like Goodfellas or The Godfather. It's one of those
Hmm.
movies like I can't watch it that much.
I like Mafia. Once again, I'm all about the spoof movies.
Mafia with fuck, what's his name? Um,
Um,
shit. That has Christina Applegate in it.
yes,
It probably has Lloyd Bridges in it too.
they actually do
It
the.
does have Lloyd Bridges in it. He
Yeah,
plays the
he
dad.
played the Mafia Don.
Jay Moore.
Yeah, that's right, Jay Moore. Yeah, because it does have the Godfather thing. They spoof.
Billy Burke of Twilight
Yeah.
fame.
Oh my gosh, that is him.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny because he had like the bad coke problem, and then
Yeah.
he
And
gets
he's
the champagne
uh
things
huh.
stuck in his nose.
He walks in and he's like banging Pepper, the wife.
And she
He's
throws
like,
the
come
dog
here.
at him.
So it's
I
a
hate
dog.
him.
But he's also got like the towel hanging off his boner, and then like a bird comes and lands on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the end, they have like the Happy Gilmore scene where like Jay Moore comes. He's like, "Oh, this is your son." Like the inverse. Like, what's his
So,
name? Like, what's your what
um,
was her Diane? She's like, "Oh, what's your name?" Diane. And he's like, after her mother, or after
yes.
his mother.
No, it is the Happy Gilmore. Where the fuck are you getting that from?
Not Happy Gilmore, but yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we were just talking about Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. The Forrest.
But
I don't know where that
they
came from.
switch it like it's
Yeah, where
the
he,
dad.
the dad, like she's like,
I
"Oh,
have
what's
a
your name?"
son.
Diane, after his mother. Like, okay.
So dumb. And then of course it ends like The Godfather.
Uh huh. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and that Eskimo comes in and like throws the
kills Barney.
yeah, kills Barney with the damn like ice pick or whatever, you know.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, that's another one
I mean,
I'm gonna put that one on the list to watch too. That's a good one.
yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah,
used to
that one.
watch that movie all the time. There was a gas station like a half a mile from our house that also did like movie rentals,
Oh.
and my parent and like they had like magazines and all sorts of shit in there. But they did movie rentals called Mr. Pete's. And my parents, like, I'd be in third grade. My parents, like, oh yeah, just ride down to Mr. Pete's and rent a movie. They're like, they have our card on file or whatever. And my dad went in there one time to tell them, like, oh, they can rent whatever they want. Like, stop calling us. Just they can rent whatever, which I totally took advantage of. But I would rent that movie all the time.
It's a good one. I love those spoof movies. Pretty much anything with Lloyd Bridges in it. Like,
Oh yeah,
yes.
to the point where I remember it was like I think it was during the summer, and I had friends over, and we went down there, and we all rode down there to rent movies for the day because my mom was like working and my dad was working, and we rented Species,
Oh.
and the lady at the counter is like, it shows like your account because you like it was kind of like blocked, but you had to have an account there for it. And they're like, it says it's unrestricted, but I've seen this movie. I don't know if you can watch it. So she called my dad, like his cell phone number was like on the account. She's like, yeah, these boys are down here renting this movie Species, and he's like, I don't care, like whatever, like just let them rent what they want.
Right.
And like we're all watching this movie, like holy shit. And he comes home for like a lunch, and he's like, what are you watching? Like Species? He's like, you rented this from Mr. Pete's? We're like, yeah. He's like, okay, whatever.
Is it like a horror movie?
It's like an alien movie, but it's like the whole point of the movie is like this alien looks like a super hot chick, and she's trying to get pregnant, so she's just like fucking everybody.
Oh.
And it's that blonde hot chick from like the '90s. Hold on, let me pull it up. Like Natalie something. Natalie Henstrich.
Okay.
But like she literally is not wearing clothes for the whole movie.
Yeah.
They even murked her up a little bit, for the full
Yeah.
frontals.
I think they have to.
Not anymore, because I mean, fucking, what's her face? Margot Robbie went full shorn in Wolf of Wall Street.
Did they actually show her vagina?
Yeah, several times in
Wow.
that movie. But she
Really?
actually in that I've read in Wolf of Wall Street that scene where she like comes out of the bedroom and is like completely naked. They had a merkin for her like on, and she was like, no, like, and she's talked about like she's really nervous. It was like her first nude scene she had ever done. So she had done like a bunch of shots beforehand, and she was like, no, like this chick in the '90s wouldn't have had like a full bush, so she ripped it off and then went and shot the scene. And Martin Scorsese is like, you're supposed to have like the merkin on. She's like, this character would not have had a bush in the '90s. So good
Yeah.
for Margot Robbie. We applaud you, Margot Robbie. Titanic. Again, boobs. I remember Titanic being the first movie that I can recall that had to have two VHS tapes.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got a few of those.
That's the first one I can recall. It came out and there's like two VHS tapes. Like, holy shit. Like, you go to Blockbuster and it was like two VHS tapes, like rubber banded together. And then you get to it as like, switch to tape two. Jack could have fit on that fucking door, by the way. That's a hill I'll die on.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Rose. Trying to hit it and quit it. Pretty Woman. These are all my wife, I swear to God.
I do love me some Pretty Woman.
Do what?
Said I do love me some Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's, again, childhood. My wife just texted me and said, don't you dare talk shit about Pretty Woman. She must agree. It's a good movie. Richard Gere. I mean, growl.
Her, yeah, Julia Roberts, Richard Gere, they were one of like those on-screen
Mm-hmm.
people that just meshed well together.
Yeah. My, not to everybody, Charlie, I'll have to send you pictures. My sister in law's boyfriend looks just like a young Richard Gere. It's
Dang.
scary. I'm like, you look just like the hair, like got kind of the curl in his hair and shit. I'm like, Dude, you look just like fucking Richard Gere. He's like, yeah, people tell me that all the time. I was like, work it, dude. Porkies? To be fair, I
We'll
don't know if I've
mention that
ever
earlier.
actually, I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched Porkies.
No, that's one I've never seen either.
I know like this famous like shower scene in it or whatever,
I
where
know
the guy
nothing
puts
about
his
it.
dick through, like they're like looking at the girls through the hole, and then he puts his dick through it, and like some lady comes in, he's like, "What is this?" and grabs it, and it's like trying to yank his dick off. Yeah, which also reminds me of like Revenge. Have you seen Revenge of the Nerds 2?
I think so.
Where they go to the beach and
I
they're
can't
staying at the
recall.
Hotel Coral Essex, but they want to have a huge party, so they blow the lights out, so the sign says "hot oral sex."
Oh my
When I
gosh.
watch again, when I watched that, I was probably like 6, 7. I was like, I don't know what any of this means. Tremors.
Yes, I do
Yep.
love me some Tremors. I do. I like the second one more,
Yeah.
but Tremors is a good one.
Tremors is good. Reba with Reba in it.
Hmm.
Jurassic Park. Jurassic. I actually watched that fairly recently, like within the last couple, like 6 months or something. I was just bored and like I was like, oh, Jurassic Park. It still holds up
Oh
very
yeah.
well, like super well. I was like, holy shit, this is 1993. Like this movie looks like something that would come out today, and now they keep making Jurassic Park movies and they suck.
Yeah.
Did you see the new one coming out with Scarlett Johansson?
I've seen some of the trailers for it. I'm
It
like, mm,
it has to. I read a thing on it. It's like apparently like the second most expensive movie ever made. It has to hit
really?
$700 million before it starts making a profit,
That's insane.
which is crazy because it's like I know they're marketing a bit, but like I haven't seen that much marketing for it.
I've seen like stuff on um like in the grocery store, like on like marketing on products.
Yeah, but
But
$700 million to start making a profit. I think it's gonna have to. Like, what are they shooting for? Like a two, like like the biggest box office ever for that movie. Like, good
I
lord.
mean, they might do really well overseas and whatnot.
Maybe,
So
but Lord, it doesn't look like that great of a movie. It's one of those movies I look at. I was like, if I have time, I'll go see it in theaters. But if not, I'll just catch it when it comes out. You know, on streaming.
yeah,
Schindler's List. That's a heavy one. Have you ever seen Schindler's List?
no.
It's heavy. It's a Holocaust movie, of course. It's heavy, but Jerry Seinfeld famously had an episode where he's making out in Schindler's List. Did you ever watch Seinfeld?
No.
So there's like an episode. It's like when Schindler's List first came out, and it was like this huge movie. But his parents are staying with him for like a month. So like him and his girlfriend like don't get to go out or do anything. He's hanging out with his parents. So they go see Schindler's List. Like him and his girlfriend, like away from the parents, but they're just both so horny at that point that they're just making out the whole time during Schindler's List. And then like somehow somebody sees like Newman or somebody sees him and is like tells the parents and they're like, "You were making out during Schindler's List?" Great episode. Debbie Does Dallas again. Might have to go rewatch that one. The Isle of Dr. Moreau. R.I.P. Val Kilmer. Yes. Another one that I need to rewatch. I think we've talked about it. Have you seen that movie, Charlie?
What?
The
Debbie Does
Island of
That?
Dr. Moreau.
Oh no,
Oh, you
no,
gotta
I
watch that
haven't.
one. It's so fucking weird. You'll love it. Debbie Does Dallas. Debbie is Juan's mom's stage name. Harry Potter 1. Yep, definitely.
Sorry, I lagged there.
Oh, Harry Potter 1.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. I watched Harry.
Azkaban's my favorite, but
I've said, oh, Prisoner of Azkaban is probably my favorite. That or The Half Blood Prince. A little different.
right, those
Yeah.
two hit so hard.
But I'll watch Harry Potter. Like, if there's a Harry Potter marathon on, I'm like, know what's on TV all day.
Hell
Let's go.
yeah.
I'm actually
Hmm.
really excited for the HBO show. Their casting,
Me too.
like people are
I'm
bitching
sure it'll
about
be
the
fun.
casting, but like I'm gonna keep an open mind and hope.
Yeah.
Black Snape, I will say, is a bit of a escape from the books because, and I think even Hot Bob said this. Outside of like the main characters, like he is probably the most physically described person in those books.
Yeah.
And like he also said, like
But
Adam Driver is right there, and he's in the HBO corral. Mhm.
no, that's no, that was never gonna happen. But
Yeah. But
I'm sure it'll be just fine.
I'm sure it
They
could be
never follow the
awesome.
books that hard anyway,
Yeah.
so
So we'll see. I'm excited for it. I'm glad HBO is doing it because they typically knock
they
most
do a
things
good
out of the
job.
park. So, all right, next one, Jurassic Park. Yeah. Return to Oz.
I've heard that was like a fever dream.
Have you never seen that? That I was thinking that would be right up your alley. Was her Faruka Saltz or whatever her name is from? Is that her name?
That's a band, and that's the character from Willy Wonka.
Feruza Bulk. Sorry, I was close. You gotta admit that was close enough.
I know. Like I had it on the tip of my tongue, and he said Veruca salt, and it completely fucked me up.
It's close enough, Charlie. Come on. That is a you should watch that. I think you would like that because it's like this weird fever dreamy like steampunk Wizard of Oz story.
Yeah,
I remember watching that and having nightmares as a kid.
yeah.
It's not supposed to be scary, but it's just so fucking weird.
It's, yeah.
Kind of like what's the one with Jennifer Connelly and uh,
The labyrinth.
the Labyrinth? God,
David
who's
Bowie's.
David Bowie? I just kept thinking Ziggy Stardust.
Same thing.
Eh, R.I.P. David Bowie. The Princess Bride.
Hmm.
Good one. As you wish. Lost Boys.
Yeah, that's a good
That was a
one.
big one for me. Again, R-rated movie, but like, me and my friends would watch that like all the time.
What? And I don't understand why that's R rated. Like, there's
Probably swearing. There's probably some like weird, like veiled sexual innuendo in there that like a third grader is not going to understand.
right. I just think the violence, but
Violence maybe, or to like back then they probably rated it as like, oh yeah, this movie like the horror, like the scariness of it is an R rating. But Lost Boys is good. I used to watch that movie all the fucking time.
that's a good one.
The guy, the dude with the saxophone.
Hmm.
God, what's his
Yeah,
name? I have it. I have it
just so
downloaded
good.
on Amazon Music. God, what's his name? I
Yeah,
still believe. There's some
yeah. The
mornings when I'm
packet
on my
chain.
there's some mornings on my way to work. I was like, I just need that jazz right now. I need that sweet, sweet
Hmm.
saxophone.
It's
I'm
a
in the car.
fucking catchy
And
song.
I still believe.
You gotta spend it hard on that sax.
Blowing that sax hard. The Mighty Ducks.
Yep. I don't think I've seen that actually.
You've never seen the Mighty Ducks?
I don't think so.
Is Roman swinging his dick at you right now?
No, he was slipping me off.
Oh, we only got a couple more. We'll burn through them because I gotta get off here too. Independence Day.
It's a weird one for a childhood.
Well, I mean, I went to go see it, and that was '95, so I would have been 7.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom would like to sneak into theaters, and we did that for Independence Day,
Mm-hmm.
but it was right at like the underground scientist
Oh yeah,
part. So like
Data
he,
from uh, Star Trek.
yes.
Mm.
And so yeah, like you said, it came out in 95. So I was like 3, 4 years old.
Yeah, it's a bit
Seeing that.
traumatizing for a child,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
without context.
Yeah.
You're like, what the
Yeah. My
fuck?
mom regretted that immediately.
Yeah, my dad took me and my friends to go see End of Days, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie about the Antichrist.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a shit ton of sex scenes in that. And I just remember him
Yeah.
like telling me and my friends like, "Don't tell your parents about this."
Close your eyes.
End of Days. Um, what was another one? God, what? Oh, he took us to go see The Matrix, and we were probably like 9 or 10 when that movie came out. And it's me who obviously looks very much like him, but then two Mexican kids and an Asian kid, my friends, taking us to go see The Matrix. And the person's like, "Well, it's R rated." He's like, "Yeah, so." He's like, "Well, are these your children?" He's like, "Yep, they're all my children." It's like the guy just looks at him and goes, "Okay, whatever." And it's like this English white dude, me, who looks very much like him, and then two Mexican kids and an Asian. And they're like, "Yeah, whatever. Sure, they're your kids, whatever." Oh, the golden days. Home Alone.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry. God damn it, my fingers don't work. Uh, Home Alone still stands up. We watch that every Christmas.
Yeah.
Titanic, we covered that one. Toy Story, yes.
Yeah.
My kids watch Toy Story, and I'll still watch it with them. And I was probably their age when that came out.
Yeah.
Great movie. Eyes Wide Shut.
Okay.
It sounds like you had the same parenting from your dad that I had from mine. Look up. No, I'm not doing this one. 1992 space movie. I know which one that is. N Words in Space.
Oh,
Heavyweights. Hold on. You
yeah.
listed a couple. Heavyweights, Rush Hour, and all the Friday movies. I'm sure I've talked about this on the show before. Heavyweights was filmed in my hometown.
Oh,
And
nice.
the opening scene where they're all getting out of school and like dumping all their books in the trash, that was my high school.
That's
And
cool.
I grew up knowing like that came out to where like my friends were too young to be in it, but like their older siblings, like I had so many friends who their older siblings were like extras in that movie. And I actually like one of my first like girlfriends, which would have been like middle school, so like whatever. Her older sister was the blonde chick at the dance when the two camps come to when the girls camp and the heavyweights camp come together and do the dance. The blonde chick that like the guy comes and asks her to dance. That was like the older sister of a girl I dated, like not dated, went out with in middle school. So Rush Hour was fun. Friday, I don't think I watched Friday until I was a little older. So, but that's the last one. We went a little long. Charlie's looking like she needs to go have a drink or fall asleep. So,
Yeah, well, I need to eat. I need to
eat.
cook
Yeah.
and drink some water.
Yeah.
So,
So, anyways, again, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, leave a 5 star, 4 star, whatever on any platform you're listening to this. Um, and yeah, it's been the Nooner Nation. For Charlie, Jake's not here.